What I'm hearing and how you're articulating is a few things come to my mind. A few reasons why you should get a coach. One being, think of your resume as data. But if
Yeah.
you don't know how to translate that data into the minds of the right people making the decisions, doesn't matter how detailed, how deep, how much net worth of generational funds you've done, if it doesn't translate into a story that makes sense to move you forward, you're never going to break through that barrier. And a coach can help you articulate and translate this into a story, into a narrative, just like you said in the job fair. Yeah, that might not, but me practicing the artistry of telling who I am and defining
Yeah.
my value is going to get me in rooms that a piece of parchment can never do.
Yes. So that same story actually has another element to it. So when I got to that one in-person interview, it was a panel immediately. And there was the general manager, an assistant general manager, and then an analyst that did the job. It was a senior analyst. They wanted to hear all the pieces. Well, this one question they asked me, tips for people that do analytical work, what they might be looking for. And they said, you know what we want to know is, this is the true question they asked. Let's just say that we have a client that came to us and say, we want to overhaul the entire IT system for this major federal agency. Go. That's it. What would you do? And I told them, honestly, I would start asking them questions about, well, do you use Oracle or any kind of cloud software, Amazon? Like, what do you use currently? How many servers do you have? How do you go about transferring data and data security? How many buildings do we have, and how many emails, passwords, laptops are we talking about? How big's the organization? And then next, I would start going to research. I'd Google, if we bundle this and we get 500 networks or cords or laptops, how big a deal can we get from some of these big suppliers? If you buy 500 laptops from Apple, are they going to give you a discount? Or is Dell going to give a better discount? And then I went through and told them I would present multiple 1, 2, and 3 tiered options, different pricing models, kind of like the Cadillac, the Toyota, and then like the Kia, different pricing models. That was it. And I said, okay. And then I just moved forward. And they said, okay, great. Later, that general manager told me that question got me the job. And he said, we weren't looking, he goes, you were close. It wasn't perfect. And he goes, other people gave better answers too. But he said, what got you the job was the fact of what we were actually looking for had nothing to do with the question. What we were looking for, and if you're listening to this, pay attention. They were looking for my behaviors and how I addressed ambiguous questions. How did I think through a difficult challenge that nobody had a roadmap to give me of how to solve? And he said, it was clear to us that's how you performed so well at your last company, to identify a problem, help an executive make a decision, and then produce data using your acumen about how to hypothesis, kind of being like a scientist. Well, I just want people to know, most importantly, Troy, that whoever sees this, you can do something similar. You have done something similar. What I'm trying to do is to teach you how to tap into explaining your story in that way. And that's what gets my clients job offers.
I love that. Sounds like we're learning how to put the scientific method into our
That's
job
right.
philosophy.
Yeah.
So if you learn something from fourth grade, it's just as simple to applying it now in this new modern era.